Tuesday evening, South Carolina weather watchers. Hopefully, everyone has had a fantastic Tuesday. I am your meteorologist, Peterson, and let's go on and talk about the weather for your Tuesday evening going into your future. We do have some stuff going on. Obviously tonight, obviously the forecast is for tonight, and then we also have just talking about the future as well. We have to talk about the future as well. So if you have not already, make sure you go and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the share button. Also, make sure that you go in and hit, all those. I pretty much already said them all. Make sure that you go and do that, as we are trying to get to 500 subscribers. We're at 454 right now. I believe 454. And we are getting closer and closer and closer. So let's go on and get there. But let's go on and talk with the recorded audience for the people who can unfortunately not be here with us tonight live. Good Tuesday evening, South Carolina weather watchers. Hopefully, everyone has had a fantastic Tuesday. I am your meteorologist, Peterson, and let's go on and talk about the weather for your Tuesday evening going into your future. Now, looking at the radar right now, nothing going on for the entire state of South Carolina, but obviously not all can be said for the entire U.S. We do have some rain going on down here in Arkansas, as well as Mississippi, Louisiana, as well as Texas, getting some storms. Some rain going on in Colorado, Nebraska, as well as Kansas and Oklahoma, as well as some snow going on in Colorado, rain in Utah, Nevada, California, Arizona, and New Mexico. We also do have some rain with some flooding ongoing inside of New York State. We also do have some rain in Ohio, West Virginia, through Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Northern Virginia. Going into our cloud cover. Cloud cover right now is showing some not so much activity. Right now, no cloud cover is in sight over the entire state of South Carolina. And if we go to our cloud cover for the future, push this forward, you're not really seeing much. And as we go until we get into tomorrow morning, when that cloud cover starts to build a lot more, and as we go into tomorrow afternoon for our Wednesday afternoon, cloud cover is just starting to build a lot more. So that's what's going on there. As we go into our current temperature, 66 in Columbia, as well as 64 in Chapin, 62 in Newberry, as well as 66 in Holyoke, 68 in Somerville, as well as 68 in Georgetown, 64 in Conway, as well as 70 inside of Myrtle Beach, 64 in Loris, as well as even 65 in Woodruff, 59 inside, or 62 inside Woodruff, 59 inside of Greenville, and 62 in Spartanburg and Gaffney. Going into your low temperatures for tonight, 53 in Greenville, 53 in Spartanburg, as well as 53 in Rock Hill, 54 in Winsboro, as well as 53 inside of Newberry, 56 in Columbia, as well as 57 in Orangeburg, 56 in Walterboro, as well as 56 in Barnwell, 66 in Hilton Head Island, as well as 65 in Charleston, 59 in Georgetown, as well as 62 inside of Myrtle Beach as well. Going into our next area, this goes all the way from this morning all the way to tomorrow morning, but says 100 inches possible in the portion just to the south of Greenwood. We'll see if that includes tonight as well. But looking at any sort of severe weather, no thunderstorm for tonight, but tomorrow a thunderstorm or two cannot be ruled out in Oconee County, as well as down there towards Hilton Head Island and Beaufort, going into Allendale County as well. And then going into Thursday, here we go, severe weather is on the table. Severe weather is indeed on the table as we go into Thursday, May the 8th, 2025, with a marginal risk of severe weather for Greenville, Spartanburg, Rock Hill and Aiken, and Columbia, Florence, Charleston, Hilton Head Island, and Myrtle Beach all have a chance for a thunderstorm going into Thursday. So that's what we're looking at for on Thursday, May the 8th, and we'll continue to monitor that as we get closer and closer. Going into excessive rainfall. Here we go right here. You see South Carolina right there on your screen. Starting off, as we go into, this is the 6th. Then we have the 7th. Not really much going on. And then the 8th. The 8th, maybe a chance for some minor flooding. That is for down there towards Bluffton, South Carolina as well. And as we go all the way into the 9th, which is Friday, marginal risk of excessive rainfall for the low country of South Carolina, as well as going all the way up towards Augusta and Orangeburg. And then Saturday, May the 10th, we do have a chance for some more minor flooding, this time all the way from the PD region, from Conway, Myrtle Beach, all the way down through the entire low country of South Carolina, all the way up towards Columbia as well. So minor flooding on Saturday. And as we continue even more, let's go and talk about our short-term future. Short-term future, obviously just like the next 48 hours or so. So as we go on over there right now, time is in the top right corner of your screen. Make sure that you go on and look at that. And as we go on and push this forward right here, going on at 9 p.m., you see, you're not really seeing much, even as we go into around 7 to 8 o'clock in the morning, but 9 to 10 a.m., there we go. We're starting to see some rainfall inside the upstate of South Carolina, and even turning a bit scattered as we go into 1 p.m. through the low country of South Carolina, the PD region of South Carolina, as well as the upstate of South Carolina. So it seemed like the majority of that rain that it was talking about was most likely earlier. Not really much in terms of tonight. So tonight, probably going to be a nice and dry night tonight. Going even further into the future, so as we go on and push this forward even more, that rain will continue all the way into the 7 to 8 p.m. hours in the PD region and the Grand Strand region. As you go all the way to 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning, still rainfall going on, but it's not as much. And as we continue all the way through, you see to start off May the 8th, Thursday, looking fine, but you can start to see some storms pop up over here inside of like the Myrtle Beach region. That's not the severe weather. The severe weather will most likely be over here. You can even go to the NAM and see what the NAM shows. NAM starting to show those isolated severe storms, maybe going to around 5 to 6 p.m. as well, and this is at 10 p.m. right there inside the low country of South Carolina. So you can definitely see the thunderstorm activity that will go on even as we go into May the 8th as well. And as you go into ingredients as well, because why not? Dew points are up there. They're in the 60s, exactly what we need. And then in terms of CAPE is 100% there, so we're just going to have to wait and see what happens as we go further into our future. As we go on next, now to our long-term future. Here's the GFS right here. You want to get the rain/frozen precipitation as you go on and push this forward. You can obviously see the rain going through, and then May the 9th, May the 10th, and then look at all this rainfall. This is definitely needed rainfall going into May the 11th, May the 12th, May the 13th, May the 14th, May the 15th, May the 16th, maybe even May the 17th, maybe even May the 18th. And then finally the 19th, we start to dry off. So if one thing that I can say, late this week and early next week, even going into mid to late next week, it's going to be a rainy next couple of days, even if that's for like a next week or maybe even more than a week. So it's going to be definitely rainy as we go through this next period of weather, and honestly, it's definitely needed as we go into our total accumulated precipitation. It is pretty much all increase as we go through this. The next 270 hours right here, it says of up to 8 to 9 inches for some places along the coastal regions, which now, if it was during a short period of time, that would definitely cause some flash flooding, and that would definitely knock out our drought in an instant, as well as even going up into the 6 to maybe 7 to 8 inch region as well, going in a bit more inland, and then seem like the minimum being around 1 to 2 inches up there in the upstate. So all beneficial rain. Will it cause flooding? Probably. That's why we have those minor risk of flooding as we go into this weekend. And then in terms of, the drought, which I can go on and show, just another reason why, much needed rainfall. This rainfall is 100% needed. Now, if it falls slow and, obviously get some good rain in, and it falls, slowly, not fast, definitely beneficial. But if we start talking about fast-paced rain and heavy falling rain all at one time, that's flash flooding, and then you have a whole new problem. So we don't want it to fall all at once, not all at once, like that. So that's it in terms of our future, let's go on now and talk about the crazy score. If you don't know what the crazy score is, it is pretty much just a score that we use to just say how crazy the weather is inside of South Carolina. And overall, I'm going to assume, just a prediction, I think that it's going to most likely be calm tonight. If I can go on and get it up right now. Might have to check in on my thing real quick. Alright, there it is right there. It is, right now, no, okay, an 11. Okay, I had to check and see because my computer was acting up. But it's at an 11 right now. Let me see if I can go and get it up here real quick. It's at an 11 right there. So, very calm. Obviously, dry condition, no measurable rain expected. Increasing cloud cover overnight, as well as mild temperatures. And then patchy fog possible. Even though it is limited by high clouds, it is, patchy fog is still, possible. And so that's why we have it up, probably up to an 11. It probably would be way less than that. I can see it right now. If we did not have that fog, it would be actually at a 7 as well. And that increasing cloud cover also does add 2 to it as well. But that's it there in terms of our crazy score. Let's go on now and talk with the audience. If you want to be a part of the audience, you can by joining us at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Let's go on and see what the audience has to say for tonight. Okay, let me just go on and get rid of some of these chats inside the chat real quick. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I can just... Yeah, okay. I just got rid of some of those chats inside the chat because, YouTube's been having a bit of a bot problem. But we're going to ignore that and we're going to continue on. But going on over here, let's go on and check it out. So Terrell says, hi, just fellow to you. Miss Oliver says, good evening, beautiful day at my house. Lots of sunshine. My pond is still looking thin. I realize hurricane season starts next month. Do you think that we will have an active season? Well, I know some models already are showing some pretty interesting activity, even for May as well, so that's, that's interesting to see what we can see from there. And if you go on over here as well, let's go to the model thing real quick. As we go on over here towards, let me see if I can find it right over, I believe it's over here somewhere. You can even, I guess this will work right here. But, you can see some activity going on, like right here. You can see activity right there going on inside of places like Louisiana. And you can see as you even push it forward some more, making landfall inside of places like over there inside of Mississippi, Alabama. Again, it's weak, but it still has some stuff. It still has some activity there. And so that's it in terms of that. So yeah, I do think that it will be a bit more above average. But in terms of just, right now we can't really tell too much right now. As we go on, continuing even further, my cousin Thad says, good evening. I hope your day went well. I'm not complaining about this weather. I am loving it. I am, right now I'm loving the weather as well. And, obviously rain coming through, definitely something that we need. So I'm not mad. Even though I do like some dry weather. Charles says, no, not thunderstorms. Yes, thunderstorms are, on the forecast as we go into Thursday and even Wednesday as well. My cousin Cheryl says, good evening. Weatherman, I'm at work, but I'm listening. I hope the beginning of the week is starting off just like you want. Love you. Keep up the good work. And I'm still spreading the word about you. Thank you so much for that. And that's it. So, if you want to, as well, be like my cousin Cheryl, go on and share the forecast out to all the people that you know as well, so we can go on and get some more people in here. We're at 446 subscribers, 454 subscribers right now, 454. But let's go on and show it here. For San Antonio, Raleigh, and Philadelphia, low temperatures in San Antonio tonight, 68. High temperatures tomorrow, 87. Low temperatures tomorrow night at 69. And then no precipitation tonight. And then scattered chance of thunderstorms as we go into tomorrow. No precipitation expected tonight. And as you go into Raleigh, low temperatures tonight, 55. High temperatures tomorrow is 81. Low temperatures tomorrow night at 60. And then no precipitation tonight or tomorrow. And then Philadelphia, low temperatures tonight, 59. High temperatures tomorrow, 76. Low temperatures tomorrow night, 58. Showers likely tonight, showers tomorrow, and then showers likely tomorrow night. So let's go on now and talk about severe weather for all locations real quick. So it's starting off with San Antonio first, being the first one. No severe weather is expected tonight, but tomorrow, there is a risk for some thunderstorms, minor. You're inside the marginal risk right now. That is for a 5% risk of hail and a 5% risk of damaging winds. Going into Raleigh, being the next one, no severe weather is expected, and then Philadelphia being the last one, with no severe weather going on here. Going into excessive rainfall. The next one right here, you're not really seeing much even inside of all three locations, from San Antonio to Raleigh to Philadelphia. Nothing going on for tonight nor tomorrow, but that all changes going into Thursday. Marginal risk going in for Philadelphia, and then after that, that's pretty much it for all three locations there. And so that's it in terms of that. And let's go on and talk about what's going on throughout the entire United States. Showers and thunderstorms will impact the deep south and lower Mississippi Valley and portions of the eastern Great Lakes and northeast today through today. Excessive rainfall could lead to flash flooding from eastern Texas into the lower Mississippi Valley alongside the threat of severe thunderstorms. Some of these storms may contain large hail and tornadoes. Meanwhile, heavy snow is expected for the Rockies as well. So that's what's going on there as we go through the next, throughout the entire nation as we go into our short-term future for the nation. So that's going to wrap this up for tonight. If you did enjoy the forecast, make sure you want to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button. We're at 454 subscribers trying to get to 500. We are 46 away from 500. We are 21 away from 475. And then we are 6 away from our goal from a short-term goal of 460. So we're 6 away there. All you need, it's quicker than filling up a water bottle, probably. All you have to do is just go and hit the subscribe button and hit the notification button as well. Quicker than filling up a bottle of water, quicker than warming up, frozen pancakes in the morning or anything like that. It's quicker than all of that. Just go on and do it. And I will be back tomorrow morning with your Wednesday morning forecast update. Everyone have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday. I'm getting a bit too ahead of myself.